Come, let me take you on a tour of my craft space. And if that's something that interests you, keep it right here. This is Priya here. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning. And if this is the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Here I share tips, ideas, and inspiration to make your planner and journal space pretty and functional. So this is my table. And this is exactly where I come and do all my spreads and all my videos. So I will get to all of the setups, but let's take a moment to enjoy the view that's outside. So this is my planner cart. And if you see, I have it filled pretty much to the brim. I have some space here. I have some space here. And on the top, I have my Mojo Jojo Plan sticker books. Lots and lots of them. So I just put down a couple of these specs covers to kind of make sure that it lays down flat and not bend, if you know what I mean. And on this side, I have some stencils, some pens, pencils, and all that. And I have a couple of pen pouches, a couple of these small pocket notes, and some pens, of course. And here I have some, again, stencils. And this is, in fact, this is a booklet I had made to do some pre-planning. And these are all used sticker sheets from small businesses. So that's a good size. And I have some quotes I made, my name, and a few other printables that I picked up. And this is from Laurel Denise, a few of those. And this is a clipboard in case I need it for something. And here I have some sticker sheets from Jellyfish Stickers. And in the second row, so this is the larger sticker books from Happy Planner. This is my label maker, the Dymo one. And these are some scrapbook papers from Coco Daisy, and these are some washi tapes from Daiso. And I also have a lot of these sticker books from, let me move. Yeah, this is some of the latest sticker books from Happy Planner. And these organizers are all from Daiso, if you can see. And on this side, I have some smaller sticker packs. And I need it nice and handy. And this was a card from IKEA. And it was actually gifted to me by a friend. And if you are watching, you know who it is. And these are both the bins covered with Planny stickers, including the latest subscription box one. And I do have some of the functional ones in the front, some of the summary ones also up front. So if you can see, that is quite a big collection. So it is just overflowing from the bins, and I just do not want to stuff a lot in here. And there is always room on the side also to grow into. And I have some of the filler paper, the daily sheets, in fact, from the Planny thing. And my code Priya10 earns you 10% off at Planny thing. And a few other shops, Mojo Jojo Plans. So this is the Mojo Jojo Plans collection. So that is the planner cart. So onto the table now. And if you notice, that is a ring light, the 18-inch ring light I'm using. And that's my holder for the iPad, which I film videos on. I do not do it on the phone like the majority of you. And that is a stand that my husband built for me, custom made. And I had this setup here. If you can see this setup, and because it's an iPad, it tends to be top heavy. So you can see that I have a string attached here, and it's pure engineering in action. Because what I do is I come and attach the iPad here, and once I adjust the position where I need it, I come and attach or tighten this clip. And this is the string. It's just an elastic string, and I have it tightened to wherever I need it. And it is just going around the leg of the table, and that's all there is. And if you can see, when I attach my iPad here, I am going to be doing the screen mirroring on this Apple TV on the corner. And that is sitting on another table right there. And all of these gadgets, I had it in my house between the multiple devices that my kids need for school and between the various gifts from friends when relocation comes. So all of that, this is the screen mirroring I do. I just do the screen mirroring on my iPad onto the Apple TV that is just sitting there. And that is the Apple TV thing that you need to make sure it is working. And these, by the way, are the newest goodies from Happy Planner, some sticker books, and the big custom planner. The unboxing should be up on my channel by the time you see this video. So that is the filming part of it. And if you are wondering what is in my hand or palm, it is this remote, this Bluetooth remote. And I use it to turn the video on and off because I do not have to go touch the iPad and make it shaky all over. And this is the mic that I use. And there are two heads. One is on my shirt, and the mouthpiece, the adapter, goes on the iPad. So I will try and link as much of the products as I can. So that is our filming setup. And let's get to the table now. So this is the spread I currently have. This is a week I'm filming this. And as you can see, this is my table. And if the background looks very different from what you're used to seeing on my channel, they are poster boards. Yes, I will try and link some generic ones. And this has, even though it's a great quality, it is in fact two shades. So that's why I thought having a poster board might make more sense. So now what is on my table? So here is my table. And this is a drawer where I have all my the Bluetooth mouse where I use to switch between the photo and the video options when I film. I have my headphones. I have the remote actually goes here, a few cables, and some of the zoom out lenses that I tried for the videos. It didn't work out. But these are a couple of my, not a couple, quite a few of my electric supplies. And I have a few boxes under there, including some from the Laurel Denise. And this is the acupressure mat that I have to sit on. And now coming to the tabletop, let's move here. And I have this pot here with the water lilies I'm growing. I just grew them from the seeds, and this is the water lilies that are growing. So I have quite a few of the heads that are starting to grow. Here's another one. So I had wanted to try this, and it needs a nice sunny spot. So that is why they are on my table. And this is, in fact, this setup, I actually kept it so that I can share how I used to do it. I'm sorry if the screen is shaky a bit because I'm trying to balance the stand And here is my orchid. Let me move to this side then. So that's my orchid that I grow. And that's some extra humidity for the orchid because the AC vent comes right here. And here are a couple of pen stands. I think I'll just zoom in a bit more here. Yeah, so it is a 360-degree swivel one. And I have some of the Pigma Micron ones, some washi tapes, some of the Faber-Castell ones, some of the Muji ones, some pens and scissors and rulers and all that. And you do see the paper clip that I use for my journals. And this is actually a roller bottle. And that is something I use for my aromatherapy. And I have some clips. And I have some washi tapes, which are starting to jump out. And yeah, that's about it. Some semi-precious stones and precious stones. So that's stand number one. I will try and link as many as possible. But that was, I believe, from Joanne when they used to ship international. And this is a whole bunch of color pencils, and these are the Papermate Flare. So that is some highlighters and some pens, color pencils and all that. And here I have some of the other my liners and stuff that I generally reach for. And here is a glass cleaner that I use to clean the screens of my devices. And here's my Bluetooth. And here I have some candles, some hand lotions, some sticky notes, some sellotapes. And this is, in fact, a small notepad. And this is my alphabet stamp. You may have seen that in the reading journals. And these are some sticky notes. And onto this side, this is, in fact, an organizer. And I have my Bluetooth keypad for the times I need to type a lot. And this is in fact a cosmetic organizer. I have some notepads, some paper pads, some of the paper pamphlets from school, some, again, notepads, some stencils, some of those generic ones, some Boy Scout things. There are some pictures, and there are some bookmarks. And I have more of those notepads. They're all from Planything. And this is my happy notes, which I usually have in my bag when I travel. This is my self-healing cutting mat, which you have seen a lot. And these are the Moxie Life goal-setting companion notebooks. I do have the setups. It's been a while since I posted it. Skinny Classic planner, in fact. And this is the small paper trimmer. And some pens. And this is the Year at a Glance from Laurel Denise, along with another portrait planner from Laurel Denise. And my code Priya 10 can be used at Laurel Denise also. And I do have all the setups on my channel if you're keen on checking that out. And this is another PET stickers from Wrong that I just cut. It's pre-cut, so I just took it and stuck it onto this book so that it's easily usable. And this is the Wanderlust one. I stuck the whole tape in here. I will try and link it. It is quite convenient when you have everything in one go. So that is the stand, and you have the glass surface, which I use for pretty much everything. So that's what's on my table. And now let's move to this portion. And as I mentioned, this is the Happy Planner custom planner that you may have already seen. If not, I would suggest you do. And here are some sticker books also I picked up during some sales. And that's my Apple TV. And that's my balcony, one of the balconies, and as you can see, my plants are pretty dried up. Yes. And that's because it's 46 degrees Celsius and we are crossing 50 degrees at times. So that is about 120, 130, close to 130, I think. Yeah. And that's a better view of the, I'm not sure how much you can see, but it's a better view of the road outside. So coming back to this one, in some areas, I'm sorry, the lighting is a bit off because I did turn on the light box and I turned on all the lights, but in spite of that, it is dark in some areas because of the way the lighting is. So yeah, sorry about that. And now let's get to this cupboard, which is full. And with this one, I have some of the Archer and Olive covers and stamp sets and stencils and all that. And my code Priya10 can earn you 10% off at Archer and Olive also. So between some of the smaller sizes and bigger sizes, I think I have a well-stocked collection. Now on to the next drawer. This is more the pouches, and I do have some watercolors and the palette and some of the props also here. And these are my watercolors in here. And I have some easels and some small elements that I need for my painting sessions. So this plant here, it does not like the AC right sitting at the face. So I moved it away from the vent. So it's kind of surviving. And those are the self-watering systems that I install when I travel. So that's my small plant. And here I have all my props, which are not quite well organized. And in this one, I have some more paints. You can see between the watercolors, the acrylic, and all of those. And that is that side done. And now let's get to this cupboard. And I just put down that remote here. So as you can see, I have some stamps which are still in the packages. And these are some stamps that I used and I need to go do the cleaning. I was hoping to film a video for that, so that's why it is just still sitting there. And I have a couple of my weights, my workout stuff and all that, of course, right? And here I have my stamps. Again, I would love to see some more organization here. I haven't had much time to organize it, but I have the archival inks. I have the VersaFine that I usually reach for. I have these shimmer sprays that I sometimes reach for. And a few of the selections here, including the stamping foam and the embossing pen, some stamps and the cutouts and the punches, and some brushes. So all of that go in here. And this in fact is the mega date stamp. This I believe was from the Heidi Swap. Yeah, that's the Heidi Swap. And that's a mega stamp which I have not used yet. That's the top drawer. And the bottom one has more bigger punches. And I have the heat tool, the embossing tool, and I have the Distress Oxide brushes and the blocks for stamping, all of those, and some stencils and lots of stencils. So that's the bottom drawer. So coming to this part of my space, I will get to the pegboard first. As you can see, there is the dinosaur poster, which my younger son has very proudly bestowed upon me to display on my space. So that's the dinosaur poster. And if you are somebody who is into dinosaurs, I think it would make sense. And here we have some happy notes and some filler paper, just what I need for all my traveling handbags. So here I have some fun pens and some other interesting elements that you can use for photo props and such. Yeah, so it's really interesting when you can get such things for not much of a price, right? So I have it from all over the place. So I will try and link whatever I can. And on this side, I have those Mambi sticks, those ones with decorations. It could be some of these planner girls, it could be something from the Squad Girls collection. And it could be just coats or even princesses. So I have this, and I will just put this down for now. And these are alphabets, various colors, sizes, and all that we all need. And here is my small diffuser. I have put it on intermittent, so that's why you sometimes do see the diffusing smoke, but otherwise it's just silent. And this side, I have a couple of I just covered up my full name, and I have my certifications that I did from GIA. And here, coming back to the pegboard, this is the big Happy Planner punch, along with some of the other ones. I have some of the enamel bookmarks, and these are just magnetic clips. I have more punches, and these are all discs, some mini, some classic, and some expander. Sometimes I store it like this, and sometimes I store it like that. So can you see those? And these are all elements from IKEA. And these holders also. And I have some of these ones also hanging here. And these are a couple of the albums from Planything. And this is the We Are Memory Keepers Power Punch, along with the corner rounder and some page markers and some clips, some stickers, the generic ones. And I also have my GIA sticker for the car, which I have not put down. And I also have some decorative pens here, some stickers again, some Martha Stewart ones, some Happy Planner ones, and some smaller sticker pads, and some pens, and lots of discs. And I have the crocodile, what do we call this? It's that it is that whole thing. I will have the name. I can't really, I don't get the name now, just not coming straight to me. So I have some decorative pens here, and some are from Planything, some are from another store I picked up, I guess. And behind that, I have some more of those stickers and some more of the bigger elements. So coming back to this side, I have some of the Live Love Posh box sets and some newer sticker books, along with some of the duographs, acrylographs, and from multiple collections from Archer and Olive. And this is a Posh Notes. And if you're wondering how it all stays intact, I have got a bookend, and this is a frosty one. And I did get a couple of these sets. It comes in a pack of 5 or 6, if I'm not mistaken. And this is the frosted one. And on this side, I have my past journals. And this is my current journal. These are my past journals. And this is the hemlock and oak planner. And this is my little board. And I have some of the printables also. And I have used some, I have not used some. So it is all ready to be used. So I just put it down here. And one of the alphabets fell out. This was from Amazon, and this has all my Pentel signed brush pens and some of the brush pens from Journal Say. And this one has some of my Writec pens just in the pack. I did not remove it. And these are some more of the Writec brush pens. And this, I believe, is the 0.7 mm. And I have the Myliners sign brush pens. So these are all the lettering kind of categories. And on this side, I have the calligraphs. I have my HP Sprocket, which I use for book covers. And this is a couple of picket fences that I made on my Cricut for one of the spreads. And I had shared, if anybody wants the copy of the picket fence, please reach out to me. And a few people did. So if you are still interested in getting the picket fence, please leave that down in the comments. And here I have a lot of the acrylographs, the jewel tone, the metallic. So I have gone ahead and labeled using my label maker. And this is the tropical and the primary. And you like to store those extra nibs right here. And these are all from Arch and Olive. I'm not sure what is in stock, but I'm sure you can get at least some. And if not, the D-stash groups are your best bet. And this is the Zig Clean Color Dots and the Zebra Normal Myliners. And this one was from IKEA, this organizer. It was not cheap. So here I have my iPad and the iPad with just the cover because I'm filming it on the iPad. And this is the MacBook that I use. So I have, as you can see, I have used the vinyl stickers from Live Love Posh. And I'm not sure what is available to buy, but these were sent to me with my order. So that is the top part done. So why don't I just continue with the top portion and then switch to the bottom portions. So this is my plant, my peace lily, which gives me tons of oxygen while I sit and work. And these are a couple of journals, extra ones that I have from Happy Planner. And behind here, let me move the plant. I have some small business sticker sheets, and I have that organizer that my son made for me as part of a school project, but I haven't had a chance to use a lot of it. So that is the plant. And on this side, you see all my washi tapes. Yeah. A lot of ones that you normally see. I will try and link the washi tape organizer as well because a lot of people wanted to know which ones these are. And these are the 3-drawer ones. I usually pick it up when it is on sale. And the advantage with these ones, which I later picked up, and I have a couple of the older ones with the openable lid, and it's a lot more hassle, trust me. So that is the top shelf. And here we have a lot of the undated ones, some older ones, some of the journals from Happy Planner. And you would think that there is a whole lot of planners lying around, but these are mostly the Happy journals and some undated ones. And yeah, see? And some of the journals that I have used. And this is an undated, and this is the horizontal from before when they introduced the checklist along with that. And this was a modern while. Some I could use it anytime, right? And this is something I used for journaling. So that is this part. And this is a new notebook from the Quirky Cup Collective. It's a lined one, perfect for journaling. And this again is a happy notes. And behind there, I have some of those boxes from the acrylographs, which I don't like to throw. And on this side, for this side, these are all empty boxes, and so are those behind there also. And these are some of the unused Arch and Olive journals, some square ones, and this is the Beyond the Sea. I believe it was that rope one, and a few of the ones that have been used lightly, and some the washi tape. And I have a lot from the Arch and Olive now, a few unused ones in the smaller sizes. And the A5 is not something I typically reach for, so you will see more of those sitting around. And yeah, this is a traveler's journal one. And this is where I store these scraps from all the Dutch tours that I do. If you haven't checked out my Dutch tour setups, I would suggest you do, because it is, yeah, I like to get creative. Let's just put it that way. You can see how I do have a lot of these papers, which I sometimes do reach for when I need some other components. And moving to the next level. So here again, I have lots of these happy notes in the bigger sizes and the classic sizes. And some again are I use it for something specific, even some of these skinny classic size. And this is for my essential oils. I started with this when I got all hyped up about the essential oils, and I have the journal going. And these are some of the outdated horizontal layouts, some are undated. And I like to come and write that something in there. So that's where I use it. And this is, in fact, a very chunky filler paper which has daily sheets, the journal pages, and lots of such mixed ones that one of my friends gifted me when she moved. And again, that's sometimes where I get all the filler paper from. And here I have, and here is where I keep all my reading journals set up. I do have all of these, like some of these PET stickers. I keep it as such. So the stamps, the rating ones are all in here. And here is a big paper punch. We all need it, right? So that's our next section of the cupboard. I thought I would share how these planners are standing upright, because I know a lot of you would be curious. So I will move a couple of these planners aside so that you can see what exactly is behind there. Can you see that stand? And that is exactly what I've used on my table as well. And I will try and link it. It's quite helpful, especially to make sure that the planners or journals or anything of this sort, even sticker books, they don't get damaged. So that's something I've been using for some time, and it's been quite helpful. And I also have some of the bookmarks and such in a folder here. And on this side, I have some Moxie Life filler paper and a couple of the bigger sizes, not a couple, 3, 4 B5 journals. Yeah, this is empty. And a few more empty ones in here, and these are definitely empty. I hope to use more of these because, yeah, sometimes you do need a specific size for certain purposes. So that's why I like to have a variety when it comes to the sizes. And now let's get to this section. So this one has some of my wax seals, some extra pouches, this is in fact the wax seal set I picked up from Amazon, and a few of those bands, some washi tapes, some pouches, and some extra clips and hooks for the pegboard. So I have all of that in here. And in the top, we have, and this is the skinny mini box set, and I use it to kind of store my extra pens. And I have these click art pens, the Fiskars blades, extra ones. I have some inks. And in here, I have the Sharpies ones, the Faber-Castell ones, and in the bottom, there are some of the Sarasa clips. And I have some of those inks, the metallic gold and silver, and the Tombow twin tone markers. And I also have a couple of fountain pens in here, very generic glass tip pens also, and some lovely colors for the pens. And here I have my Tombows. And I think that's a good selection to go through. And I like to keep it like this so that I can see what I have. On to the next one. This is where I have the bin with small businesses, some washi tape stickers, and some vinyl stickers also. As you can see, some Mojo Jojo plans, some Happy Planner ones, Live Love Posh. I do have a good collection now. And there are some from the washi tape shop and some from, this is the LTL print house. So I do have some here. And this is the bin I like to store it in because there are some more small businesses in here. And this is Amber Plants a Day. This was from Chris Creates. And I do have other small businesses. So that is our pretty much good collection of all the vinyls. And on the top, I have a mix of refills, some pens, some more of the generic inks, because even my kids use these. So I do need to stock up on these because they sometimes remember that they need a pen for the next day on Sunday night. So I need to be well stocked. Does that happen to you as well? Or is it just my kids? Or is it just boys in general? And I have some of the other inks also. This is like a calligraphy ink. And this is the Uniball Signal and some erasable pens and all those. And that's all the drawers we have. So now let's get to the sticker box. Yeah, I'm not sure how long this is going to. Here I have some sticky notes. And this one is from Laurel Denise. I have some of the cards, including the sum that I got. And I like to keep it here so that it can all be visible. And I have some of the functional ones, the dated ones, and the cheerful seasonal ones, and all of those ones which I need a lot. This one is going to be more the older stickers, say the colorful shapes, the home body, a lot of these Marabou designs, a Breathe, Live, Explore, the dates and holidays also it goes there, and some of these seasonal ones. I have not dated or named any of this, but I roughly know what each of them are, and I don't expect anybody else to be digging through this, so I think it's fine. And all of these bins are from Disney. And this one is Disney. And as you can see, this is not packed to the brim because I'm very mindful of what I pick up these days. I do pick up the ones that I really think I will use, otherwise, I just don't. So, if you can see, I have some of the Mickey Minnie ones, but it's mostly the princesses, and this is a newer version of the Disney princess. And some from the villains, Moana, of course, This is a nightmare before Christmas. Whenever I need to, I will need to go through and remove the ones I don't need. On to the next shelf. This one, let me just move these cables a bit aside because these are the chargers for my devices, and the humidifier. And because it's really hot here, I need to make sure that I keep the fan on. So that's why you see that on. And in this bin, I have a Happy Notes and some of the thinner sticker books from Happy Planner. These are the slightly thinner ones. And I have some wrong ones. And if you are new to wrong, you do have a link you can shop and you can get like 10% or 15%. And these are some of the older sticker books. And this is the skinny mini sticker pad that came with it. And I have some from Journal Say, which I have not used in a while. So that is this bin. And now on this side, I have more from Live, Love, Posh, some of the latest ones that I used to love using and reaching for. So the winter lure probably should be going inside. Inside where? Inside here. And this is where I have most of my collection, which you can see is overflowing. So that is the Live, Love, Posh collection. Again, the summer sale, I'm not sure if it is still announced. If it is, I will have that information down in the description. And here I have one of those organizers, which again was gifted to me by my friend. And I have, it's not packed, but it's been used well. And I also have a couple of these make yourself DIY booklets. And this is something I made, dates and holidays, trackers and bullet points, and the alphas. And a lot of these slightly older, but not quite old. So that is the top shelf done. And this is, again, another journal I had made for my friend. You may have seen the setup. And this is all packed and ready to go to my friend. I have the package ready. So it will be shipped out soon. And that is the top part. And I will put this back before we continue on with our tour. So let me know how you're liking this. Is it getting to be too much for you? I would like to know because I know it might take a bit longer than what I had anticipated. But I think it is best to do it in one go and not split it into various sections. So there we have the next section. And I have a few planners at the top here, which I will be reaching for from July. And these are some of the Laurel Denise ones. And my code Priya10 can earn you 10% off at Laurel Denise also. And this cover is a journal cover from Archer and Olive, a clear one with a decorative spine. And this is a horizontal, the mini one. I will be reaching for these. And this is the soft book bound one which came out. And this is the big or OG size horizontal one. And this is the Ice Princess or something was the name. And this is a clip folio. So it's really nice and useful. So I reach for these once I get back from my vacation. So that is why it is just sitting there. And now for this section, these are some of the, this is my journal from, reading journal from last year. And if you have not checked that out, please do. I have the full setup on my channel. And this was from the Quirky Cup Collective again. And it's really gorgeous. Can you see the edges and the foil action here? And this is the journal I used for my wedding trip in India. And these are some of the project planners from Laurel Denise, which I have not shared on my channel, but it is being used. And in the back, you can see some this is in fact a planny thing journal I use for swatches and stuff for the washi tapes. And this is a wine journal. You will see what I use it for. And these are some of the simply layout ones from Happy Planner, a couple of unused ones I will use. These were given to me as gifts, so I have not really used that layout per se. And this is a Happy Notes I picked up from Planny Thing. I'm not sure if this is still available, but if it is, it's a great product to use. In the back, you have some of the other journals. I may have already uh, put out that video where I share some ideas on how you can use journals in your stash. And this is my manifestation journals. Isn't that pretty? It's really gorgeous details on the spine. So that's why I really don't, not the spine, the edges, not the golden edges like these, the gilded edges, not like these, but these are pretty. I would hate to cut through these. So this is my manifestation journal. I don't really share it anywhere. This is my travel bucket list. And I do have the video on how I had set this up. And this was a summer journal I had started. And this was the very first time I dipped my toes into the world of journaling in Dutch doors. So can you see that setup? I'm not sure is still available on my channel, but I have the earlier version. The setup is not, but I have flipped through this in that 6 ideas for journals in your stash. So that was a video I had been wanting to do, and it should be up by the time you see this one. So let me know if you have multiple journals in your collection and what you do with journals if you happen to have a lot lying around. And here I have some of the squad girls. And again, this is the bookend that I'm using. This is a clear one. So it looks nice and compact, and it makes sure that the sticker books are upright and not folded over. So this is the whole collection I have in here between the squad girls and the stick babes and some of the seasonal ones like the Out for Adventure one. I really love that. And this is the Disney 100-year sticker book, which I talk about in my planner setups. And that is the organizer in the back. So let's try and see. Yeah, again, this has a lot of those Missmaker ones and some of the older ones. So the playful pups, some of the color stories are here. And yeah, so again, these could be used a bit more. I do have some space here. These are things which I normally don't use a lot. So that's why I don't really reach for. So that's why it is sitting in the back. And that is our next level. And I will put those plants there. And I think that does go pretty comfortably there. So I'm just putting this back. I will have all those setups coming. And on to the next shelf. So this is the shelf with lots more journals that I'm currently using. This is my husband journal. This is my summer journal. This is the journals. These are 2 journals I'm preparing for my friends. This is my creative journal, my reading journal, and my blackout journal. And this is a watercolor journal, which I've not used much. I'm just putting that to the back a bit here. And this is, again, some covers This one is a journal cover from Archer and Olive. I've not used much. And this one is a deluxe snap-in cover that I'm currently using, the pink one from Happy Planner. And my affiliate link with Happy Planner is in the description if you want to pick up anything that you see. And this is a Live Love Posh one. And I had shared all this in one of my haul videos. It's this red croc version. And I'm not sure if this is still available, but that's the big size. And I also have some dividers and the frosted covers in big. And yeah, these are clear and these are frosted, and some top tab dividers. I use that in my planners. So that is that side. And the summer journal is something I will be using in the summer. And here I have some of the Amber Plans a Day sticker books. And let me see. Yeah, that's all the Amber Plans a Day sticker books. And this one is from On a Bean on a Mission. And these are small businesses I like to support when I can. And this was from Recollections. This was from Michael's. When I used to be able to shop even from an international location, now they have blocked the site. So here I have some of the ones I had forgotten existed here. And I have the small pouch sitting along here. And in the back, I have some filler paper, the big sizes. So that's why even if it is in the back, it doesn't matter because I'm not using it much. And when I need, I know where it is. So that is why it is hidden in the back. And I'm not sure you can see it fully, but there you go. And here also, can you see the filler paper in the back? So that's a classic and smaller sizes. So here we have, on this side, you do have some of the small business stickers, the Caitlin and Planet Darby stickers. And some of the sticker books I had sorted and put aside to be used in my journals for when I run out of ideas, you know. So it is some of those fun, colorful stickers that I would love to use. And in this bin, I have, these are Case-Studic Plans, a lot of Case-Studic Plans sticker books. And some of the Amber Plans a Day mixed in. That's weird. Okay, I will move this after that. And a couple of the California Plan sticker books. The JoJo's Pretty Paper Shop sticker book. Just a couple from the California Plan. And I also have the Year of Planning from Whimsy Luxe. And that is some daily sheets. And this is from Deso. This organizer is from Deso. And this is from the Happy Planner. And what goes on the top normally is a book I reach for to do my writing, as in creative writing. And I have this Country Charm printable sticker book that from Wrong that I printed as such. I just printed it as a full A4 size sticker book. And I also have some filler paper, the Moana ones, which has not reached the filler paper bin. And this is the self-love planner that was included from Wrong for, I don't know, it was some freebie. Yeah, so that is that side done. And now let's get to the next shelf. And this is, can you see what kind of organizer this is? This is like those compartments you have, can you see? And this is in fact a pots and pans organizer. And I have my Skinny Mini, which I used for some time, the Moxie Life from last year, some journals and some pattern paper from Planything and Cocoa Daisy. And these are mostly Planything. And I just kept it on a pouch from Cocoa Daisy. And this was a divider I made using Planything components and some glitter. So that is there. And in the back, you have stamps. On this side, you have all the stamps from various sizes and shops. And these are some of the spring letters from Journal Say. And these are the numbers. And these are some sleeves and bigger stamps. And this one is like a mixed bag. You have elements that I have painted. There are some stickers from Planning A to Z and some from Mushy Works. And I have some cards that my friends sent me. Some of the B5 sized inserts from Cocoa Daisy. Some miscellaneous envelopes and greeting cards, lots of those. And these are some small sticker organizers that I haven't really used much. So these are all nice and secure on this. So that is the next shelf. Let's move to this area, which is not pretty at all. And here I have lots of these label papers, the normal copier paper, the ones I used for inserts, and I have the laminating papers and all that. And on this side, I have my used planners and journals from the past years. So that's why they're nice and chunky. And I have a couple of my paper trimmers, the Fiskars one and a smaller one. And that's pretty much all there is here. And in the bottom part, I have the bigger one with the scorer and such from the memory keepers. And I have the distress inks, the oxides, and all those organizers. And here I have a bin with all these rings I use on the sticker paper. And I have some of the accessories like the Tombow Dots adhesive refills and our eraser refills and all that. And on this side, I have this accordion file with the printable stickers, multiple ones, a lot of them, in fact, from Planet Darby. I have these two albums. These are photo albums with small business stickers. This is the JoJo's Pretty Paper Shop. And this one is for her stickers. I have not filled it in entirely. And this is the one from her Advent. And I have some notepads and some generic journals and create your own sticker pack and all of that at the bottom. And that is pretty much the bottom shelf. Let me know if you're getting exhausted because I seem to be. Think I'll need some water to keep going. I honestly don't know how long this is going to be once I finish with the editing. I hope you're still with me. I would really, really appreciate it if you are. And please stay tuned till the end. This was a whole lot of work, much more than what I had expected. But here I am because I knew I wanted to do it at some point. So here I have all the mega sticker books. And these are all the boxes the journals come in, some from Arch and Olive and some from Notebook Therapy. And here I have labeled it. So I'm using it to use these smaller elements. You may have seen me use these in my journals, especially this one. I use it all the time. So I have all of these. So since I have it labeled, I think it's easier to spot what I want. And here is also where I store those extra bookends because between my kids and my husband and the 8 bookcases we have in the house, we need a lot of these. And these are the alphabets. And in the back, I'm not sure if you can see it. Yeah, so in the back, you have all the inserts, the accessory packs, and the companion packs from Happy Planner. All of those are there. And I'm just keeping these guys here just because I don't want to cram the space at the bottom. On to the next section. Here is where I have all my planners I pull from and all the small, if I've used a few pages or a few months from a few of the planners, this is where it goes. And some of these are also some planners that I reach for once in a while, and some half used, and some are just filler paper from the past years. And this is, in fact, the next 6 months of 2025. And this was an outdated one, which I'm redating. And yeah, this is the set of filler paper I have, or the guts, in fact. And as you can see, I've been a bit lazy and dismantling all these, because all of these discs could go up and on the pegboard. So that is all of these that you see. And now on to the final sections. Let me know how you are liking this arrangement. So this is, in fact, where I have all my cardstock. So all the way from the 12 by 12. So I have some from Joanne, some from Amazon. So this is something I use for my props in the pictures. So I think this is a great way of adding some interest to your displays, or flat lays as they call it. And these are lots of those scrapbook papers, and it was, in fact, a lot of less work when I had Joanne ship internationally, because I did have some patterned ones, some pastel ones. Lots of these packs are like huge. Say, for example, let me see if I can. And my husband just used, can you see? This is just a plywood board that he attached here using some clips, and he just attached a piece of wood right here on either side, and hope you can see it. And he put those dividers so that otherwise it was just getting too heavy on the bottom part. So you can have that separated. So I have like 1, 2, 3, and 4 sections here. So between the two sides, I think I had enough storage. This one will have some of the Planything wrappers. And this one was, in fact, from Flying Tiger Copenhagen, that just recently opened here. So this was their wrapping paper. So I hope to put it to use sometime. I have some of the solids, some of the thinner ones, some of the party themed ones, and some celestial themed ones, some plaid ones, and some black and white. So some are A4, and mostly it is 12 by 12. Whew. So that's a long video, I guess. And let me know what you think. And oopsie, I totally forgot to show you. And I have the Cricut Explore Air 2. And this is how that beauty looks. It is a mint green color. Isn't she pretty? And this is the Cricut Explore Air 2. And as you can see, let me just turn it on. And here's how it opens. And let's go a bit closer so that we can see the dial for all the options you have. And that's the blade. And I do have a few things in the back which you might want to check out. And that is within reach for me. And that's where I store all my poster boards. So this is typically the backdrop that I have. Do you recognize that? And this is another one. A couple of other colors I have are also here. Say this one and this one, which I don't use much. I have to be very, very honest. And these are fairly inexpensive if you want to switch the look of certain spreads or elements. And this is like a trifold I use for the kids' projects. So hope you enjoyed this tour of my craft space. I can't really call it a room. And if you would like to see more creative spreads and more of such organizational tips from me, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification so that you can be sure you wouldn't miss any of those. And thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Welcome to my craft space. And if you would like a tour of this entire space, so there we have the next one. And that is the back side of the bin, and it is one of the less packed ones. And this is the next one. So